So what I'm going to do in this episode is kind of explain to you all a little bit about Sports Takeoff if you don't know, and explain to you, how we get our products and, any questions that we usually ask. So I'm going to go over some frequently asked questions, as well as show you, what we got in. But I can tell you from the start, we got a lot of Under Armours, like I showed you before, different sizes, different colors, and we also got a few super bats, and mostly those are in red. But all right, either way, that's enough with the intro. Hey, let's get straight into it. Hey, 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 hey. All right, so now we're just gonna go over like some frequently asked questions, that we usually get from clients, because if you're on our website, you will notice everything is in English. That's www.sportstakeoff.com. So people are always, asking us like, where are we from? Like, where is the company located? All these type of things. So I'm gonna, just give you the rundown of how Sports Takeoff was started, and it all started with pretty much a simple pair of gloves, and me being in Europe, playing in Europe. A guy asked me, after my season was over, I was living in Finland. There's a guy named Jukka Latamati. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but Jukka, peace up. So he asked me, could he buy my gloves at the end of the season for 50 euro? And I was thinking, 50 euro for these gloves? Like, why? I'm like, yo, they don't even cost 50 euro. Why are you gonna pay me 50 euro? And he was like, this is around 2009. He's like, that is the price for, a used pair of gloves here in Finland. And at that time, I didn't know anything about import taxes or any, I couldn't understand why in the world everything was so expensive. So I'm like, 50 euro? And I'm like, hold on, send me some links to like some Finnish shops. So, he sent me some links to some Finnish shops, and then I started doing my research, and on other European shops, and I realized like, man, like at this time people were paying, and even still some places in Budapest I see people are paying, 100 euro for a pair of gloves. Now that I know a little bit more about, importing fees, VAT, all of this stuff in the EU, I understand like why the prices are a little bit higher. But my thought process was I could make these products a lot cheaper. What I end up doing over the years, finding ways to get these products a lot cheaper to be able to get them out in Europe. So people can be able to play the game. Football is not a popular game in the world, and one of the reasons is it's so expensive to play it. So if you can cut down on that cost, you get a lot more people, willing to try the game. It's a game that requires a helmet, shoulder pads, all this type of stuff. There's not too many parents who are just going to be like, oh, you want to try this sport? Okay, here's 1,000 euros to try this sport. But me, I've traveled all over the world trying to grow the sport of football. So I figured if I can create a way to be able to get products out in Europe for cheaper, that will be another way that I will be able to help grow the game of football in Europe. So, pretty much what it came down to, I realized that prices were so expensive. I figured I know places and stores in the States that I can buy these products and, at a lower price. So even once those import fees are added in, I save, and I can pass that savings on to the customer. Go over. Next question that we usually get: how do we get our shoes? There's a lot of different ways that we get the shoes. It just depends, what time of year and different things. So one way, the most popular way that we do it is like, I have people in the States that are going to different stores almost daily. So, they'll go to a store, see what's on sale, If it's something at a good price, they'll buy it. If it's, full price, more than likely I won't buy it, because eventually that product, once I buy it, ship it, it get import fees, then that product is going to be very expensive. So like I don't usually buy too many products brand new. So you'll notice we don't really have too many of the brand new models, but a year after their release, we usually are able to get those at a lower price. So that's the number one way that we get them. Just going around to different outlets, seeing what's on sale and buying it. That's one reason that we never really know what we'll have in stock, because we're not buying like, oh, I'm getting 100 pair of Nike gloves or something. It's just, if I go into the store and they have Nike gloves on sale, okay, I buy them in that way. The second way that we buy products is from universities. And what happens is a lot of universities, like maybe they were with Adidas and then they switched to Nike. So when these universities switch, they have all these products, and what they do is they have sales. So we go to these universities, buy out their old stock. Also, sometimes they don't even have to switch schools, but let's just switch. They don't have to switch from Nike to Adidas, but let's just say they have Nike. Then now Nike sends them their shipment every year. At these schools, they have stocks and stocks of supplies. So what you end up doing is being able to buy this stuff at discounted prices, because once they get so much in, it's not much they can do with it. I'll actually show you. So some people have asked me a couple times, why do some of our shoes have numbers on the back of them? Give me a moment and I'll try to find. Okay. So for example, this number is a little weird because it's 125. But what happens is the schools number the shoes. Usually it's the number of the player. But at these big schools, they have more than 100 people. So like there's people with double numbers. So sometimes you get 101, and that could be like the second number 1. And sometimes you have 125, which is the second number 25. So like these are 125. So there's probably somebody who was number 25 at I'm pretty sure we got these from Arizona State. So these, a lot of times we have these shoes and they have the numbers on the back, and that's because at the universities, while the shoes was never used, when they get them in stock, they like to write the players' numbers on the shoes as well as the gloves. So sometimes if you receive a pair of gloves without the cardboard packaging, it's because the school had already took them out. Gloves are always brand new. We never sell anything used on our site. And if we do somehow, like, we'll put that it was used. Yeah, so, that's pretty much how we get shoes. It says the next question is, why don't our shoes come in boxes? There are times that we will send you the boxes, but most of the time we don't. And there's a reason for that. For example, we just got, I just got about 8 big boxes of shoes in right now. All Under Armour. And if you know the Under Armour boxes, there's some pretty big boxes. In one of these boxes, maybe we will be able to fit 4 pair of shoes. Let's just say max 6 pair of shoes. By taking the shoes out of the box, I'm able to fit 16, 20 pair of shoes into one box. And that saves so much on shipping, which in turn saves on the import fees, because the import fees tax the shipping as well, which in turn saves on the prices that you see on the website. So when you look online, most of the times you'll see like our products are a lot lower than other European stores. And that's one method that we use to, lower our prices. I know most of these items are not collectible items. If you were buying some Jordans or something like this, I understand that you may want the boxes, but with with their average football cleat, you don't need the boxes. So we figure if we get rid of the boxes in the States and don't ship them to Europe, we save so much money, which allows us to pass that savings on to our customer, which is why you won't get the boxes um, with the majority of the shoes that we sell. Also, some of the places that we buy them at, when you go into these outlet stores, they'll just have the shoes there, and they won't actually have the boxes. They will just be, let me see if I can find. I know I have some here. Here's a perfect example. So sometimes when we buy them, they're not actually in boxes. They're just like with the zip tie together on the shelf. So we just, get them off the shelf and don't actually have the boxes for them. So that's the main reason. If you don't have the boxes, why not? People ask, another question that we get is, are the shoes authentic? Everything that's on our website is 100% authentic. We get stuff either directly from Nike, directly from wholesalers of Nike, universities, Nike outlet stores, Under Armour outlet stores, Under Armour resellers. So everything on our site is 100% authentic. Football is not even a big enough sport, I don't think, that people bootleg American football shoes, to be honest. But I don't know. Another question that we get is, do we ship to Europe? Interesting question. I don't know why we always get it, but we're located in Europe. We're actually located in Wrocław, Poland. I've been living here for some years now, so we're slowly growing and hoping to expand more and more each year, hoping to bring you better products so that you can have that same quality and get that same swag that when it comes to the shoes that people get in the States, but at a reasonable price. I understand, like, buying from Nike.com it's almost impossible, but even when a place does ship to Europe, that shipping price is expensive and it's usually going to take a while. So we're trying to get products in Europe to be able to ship to you all faster. Next question that we get, what payment orders do we accept? What payment methods do we accept? We accept, if you can think about it, we pretty much can accept it. Cards, PayPal, if it's something specific to your country, we might not have it, but cards, PayPal, we can do cash depending on the country. There's certain cash on deliveries, but that's mostly in Poland, but it can be arranged by other methods. I've had people, I don't really like to accept Western Union, but some people, for example, where their country doesn't accept PayPal, we have done Western Union. However you want to pay, let us know, and we'll figure out a way to get it done for you. If you want to pay in Bitcoin, feel free. We're more than happy. Next thing, do we do custom orders? Yes. If there's something that you want on our site, and you don't see it, always send us a message or send me a personal message. Either do that at SportsTakeoff on Instagram or at SportsTakeoff on Facebook, or you can always send something to my personal Instagram. That's DNB22NU. Either way, however you send us the message, yeah, I'll usually try to find you whatever I can find you. I'll send messages out to people in the States, and they'll get back to me if they have it. Custom orders usually come from the States. They usually be about 14 to 17 days, and the Usually I'll include the price that I charge you will include the customs fee, so you don't have to worry about paying customs once the shoes come, once the shoes get here to you in Europe. For people who are not located in Europe, I mean, we ship everywhere. Sometimes I'm shipping things to Australia. Sometimes I'm shipping things to Japan, Korea, China. If you name it, we ship there. With Corona, it was a little difficult to ship certain places, but now pretty much everything is open, so we can get the products everywhere. Next thing, big sizes for you big guys. The main sizes that I usually keep in stock for sure are sizes 7 until about 13 and 14. And around those 7s and 14s, there's a little bit in that stock. So if you want something, just let us know. If I don't keep a lot in those models, or in those sizes, but if you want something in those sizes, feel free, message us, let us know, and we'll, get this information out to you. Let's see, next thing. Do we have anything for other sports? I do have access to some other sports as far as like when it comes to baseball, softball, and lacrosse. But that type of stuff I don't keep in stock because mainly I deal in the football world. As we expand, we'll start to have that stuff in stock. But if you ever need any of that stuff, feel free, and I'll try to help you out and find something. One of the last questions that we usually get is like, do we customize gear? While we can customize shoes and gloves, we mostly have been focusing on gloves lately. So some of the things that we do is, let's just say you have your normal glove with your normal Nike check. What we've been doing is changing the colors or the textures of the Nike check. So we remove the Nike check here. And for example, I have a simple pair. These was just a normal pair of all white Vapor Jets. And if you can see there, we went with the 3 check style. You can see it has it's like snake skin. I'm pretty sure this is out of the snake skin material. So we got the 3 different checks on 3 different colors. But if you wanted something customized like this, just send us a message, and you'll be able to choose from the colors that we have. You can pick 3 colors, you can pick 2 colors, or if you just wanted to take one check off, take this check off, or just change the color of the check, things like that can be done. Yeah, so if you ever need some gloves customized, also feel free to, message us. All right, so now we're gonna get into everything that we got in stock right now. Mostly, we got a lot of these Nike Super Bads. It seems like we only got them mostly in XL and XXL. So if that's something that you're interested in, we got them in now. Yeah, these are the 4.5s, Super Bad 4.5. So University red and white. So yeah, if you want those, let us know. Now let's take a look at what we got when it comes to the Under Armours. When it comes to the Under Armours, we got a lot of different colors in, colorways in. These should be up on the website pretty soon. So, we got the all black colorway. Take a look at those if you've never seen. Under Armour highlights. We have some red and whites. We have black and white. Got a lot of different ones. We have the white and blue, white and green. As you can see, of course we have a lot of these all white ones as well. So I see we also have some black and gold, black and yellow ones as well. So if you're interested in those, I don't think I'm gonna go through the whole boxes, but we have a lot of different sizes and colorways. Yeah, we have a lot of different colorways, so we'll get all that up on the website hopefully in the next day or two. And yeah,
let's get it, let's put in work, yeah, let's go.